Two young African-American girls that went to H&M recently, like 2 days ago. The young lady posted a video on her page. Her and her friend were being racially profiled as if they were in there stealing, like as if black people ain't got no money. You don't know that. Stop being racist. Stop hiring these racist people to run your business, to run your stores. Because now you're going to lose all the black dollar. Because I will never in my life, I don't care if y'all were a store, here on earth, I would never give y'all nothing for racially profiling them black girls that's just in there shopping, accusing them of stealing. Y'all some individuals. Count your. I hope y'all end up like Target. Bye.
Oh, boogie butt. You may not have a job at the end of this video.
Today, I'll go ahead and I'll take that if you guys could go ahead and see. Leave the store, we really.
Wait, so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
I think you should have a reason. Wait, so why did you have to leave the store?
What is your reason? To be completely honest, I don't have to have a reason. I'm just letting you guys know.
So, are you gonna kick everyone else out of the store too?
I don't have the right to refuse service.
So, are you gonna kick everyone else out of the store?
I'm having the right to refuse service, you guys. I don't have to have a reason. That is my reason, so I'm just asking you guys to please not start it.
That is my reason, so I'm just asking you guys to please not start it.
It's ridiculous. So you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
So you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, we've seen you in here before.
I have not been in here. I've been here. I don't even know last time.
Have you guys seen you in here plenty of times before?
Yeah. Do you have like a picture? Because it's not us.
Imagine losing your job in this recession. Okay, it doesn't even matter because H&M replied. Now, H&M posted this comment and pinned it like that was an official statement, but whatever. They say, we take the incident from February of last year at our Albuquerque store very seriously. Following the incident, we immediately acted according to our strict guidelines. The employee in question is no longer employed by H&M, and we extend a sincere apology to the affected customers. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this incident is recent or from last year, but according to H&M, this happened February of last year. But even in the caption, the girls say, me and my sister are getting profiled and kicked out of H&M and accused of stealing before. Now, the two young ladies also posted this and said, thank you guys so much for all your support. We want to answer everyone's questions, but at this time, our attorney advised us to not comment. Now, I don't know when this actually occurred because H&M's statement is kind of confusing. But regardless of that, it doesn't matter what timeline we're on. I'm glad they fired that employee.
The two beautiful ladies, Nia and Noella, they got kicked.
So of course she deserves exactly what she has gotten. Her losing that job, this is the time they call the FAFO era. So you guys, welcome back to the channel and I hope you're doing well. Just in case you're seeing me for the very first time, I hope you do consider subscribing. All my returning subscribers, you guys, thank you so very much. I don't take none of you guys for granted. So apparently this white lady loses her job because of disrespecting black women, asking them that no, you're not supposed to be in this store, or even saying that black people are thieves. Can you imagine how they see us? I think this is the high time black people we start learning where to spend our money literally. We are not taking ourselves in places that we are not welcomed. And this is the high time black people do exactly what they had done on Target. It is high time to boycott such stores disrespecting black people. Imagine calling them thieves. So let us continue watching these few clips, of course, from these creators, and let me know exactly what you guys think about this episode.
Kicked out of H&M, sticking up for themselves was everything I needed. Everything I needed. I'm quite proud of these young ladies for sticking up for themselves and saying, can we ask why? Because you need a reason. You need a reason. Respect for one another, for spending coins at your establishment. You need a reason. Don't just be kicking folks out. You need a reason. Because the reason that we assume it's not working in your favor, love. It's not working in your favor. Be courteous and give a reason. You didn't have a valid one. Just say that. Just say, I didn't have a valid one. And you could tell that she was not ready for them to come over there and say nothing to her because she didn't even have her speech ready for them when they arrived. That tells a lot. That tells a lot. You were not ready for them to come over and say, you're kicking us out? Like, what happened? What's wrong? What's going on? And I don't actually have to give you a reason. That said a lot. You weren't ready for them to stick up for themselves. And that lets us know they was raised correctly. Because they could have just left and been like, this happened. They went over to you and said, can you please explain why? Please look me in the face. Eye to eye contact. What happened? What's going on? Let's talk about it. Yeah, she wasn't ready for them to walk over there. And they did. Standing on business. And the best way to clear somebody is to say, my attorney said don't leave a comment. I'm here for this energy, absolutely. I do hope that this means that a lawsuit is in the works, on the way, already filed or something. Because they need one. Go ahead. If it's not, go ahead and get to that. Now, H&M did bust out and leave a statement saying that they did address this issue when it happened, because it's actually happened back in February of 2024 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And they're stating that they did go ahead and address it at the time, and that per their policy, the employee no longer worked for them, and that they're deeply sorry for the behavior that, took place that day. That was a great little apology. Unfortunately, the damage has already been done, because if she thought she could do that in your establishment, that means that she's been doing it before. Yes. So I do believe that means you've been added to the list of places that we no longer will be spending our coins. And I absolutely do hope that you beautiful young ladies have your lawsuit going, because we're not playing games with y'all no more. It's definitely the year of find somebody else to play with. Find somebody else to play with, okay? It's absolutely the year of it. File every lawsuit, every single one of them. If you can file multiple, okay? It's absolutely the year. Stop playing with people.
I've asked you guys to please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
Yeah, we got another one. Let's boycott theirs too.
When I tell you guys that I was literally on H&M website before this video popped up about 2 African American girls at H&M where the manager refuses to service them without any reason except she think that she saw them shoplifting there before. Now, when they explained that they never been in the store and also asked for video evidence, the manager refuses to show them and said that she just would not service them. I think it's time that we start treating H&M like Target.
Those 2 girls that got kicked out of H&M for no good reason, because that's what the manager said. No reason. Their parents raised them well. Because the moment that lady said, I don't need you getting violent, that's when violence would have ensued. My emotions would have came over. Now, what they should have did when they walked out was knock down all those raggedy clothes that H&M sells. And that would have been fine. But you know what? They were raised well. And I like how they handled it. But also, those girls never stole before. And you know how I know? I worked in retail for 10 years. If they stole before, the lead security would have came out, apprehended them, and showed them recordings and pictures of them stealing. But guess what? They didn't have that because they never stole. So why in 2025 would you feel comfortable enough to throw some girls out of your store that were never a threat or harm, anything like that? That's crazy. And then I bet she didn't think she was gonna go viral, dummy. But I can't wait till they get their lawsuit money. It's about to be real up for them. Whole life is about to be set. Not gonna hold you.
Y'all, I'm not surprised that H&M is acting like that. I don't know if y'all remember, but back in like 2018, they had that little boy in that shirt that said coolest monkey in the jungle. But we know what to do. Target and Tesla ain't doing too good.
Let's be honest, y'all. Are we really surprised by this? H&M did have a shirt with a little black boy on it saying coolest monkey in the jungle. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you. Here's the shirt. Yeah, I looked it up. It was some years ago. And it's very interesting. Apparently, it was on the news and they took a lot of fire for it. But it was back when, people weren't really protesting stores like that. So let's do something. Let's get H&M up out of here. Their manager in their store was already being racist to young black girls, accusing them of stealing and stereotyping them and asking them not to get violent when they were just asking why they were being stopped. So with that being said, I think H&M needed next. Not just H&M. All these white adjacent stores that take and profit from black people and fuck with our shit and copy us and then try to kick us out the store. We should just start thrifting our shit at this point, right? Start thrifting our shit and only getting stuff that we need, because these big brands ain't shit anyway. They tried to make decisions without her, and she said something to them about it, and they got offended, and she got a lawyer. And then they scrapped her project back in March in the beginning. So yeah, if this was not a reason to boycott these big clothing brands, I'm giving you one now. They don't care about you. They just want to profit off of you and make decisions without you and quietly push you to the side. So yeah,
So why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
Lady, my lips are all dry, but I don't even care, because when it comes to our babies, we don't give a hoot what we look like. We don't. H&M, did you give this lady a permission not to service our children? Did you give this lady a permission to kick our children out of your store, your little mini high-end Old Navy store, your little high-end children place store, that these kids will come and just get a t-shirt, a hat, maybe a candy, something they could, like, you know, have fun with. They in the store having fun with their friends, and you don't want to service them. H&M, do you guys know that this lady is discriminating against our children in the mall? H&M, we need you to do something about this real quick. And if the only reason she had because Scott said so, you better do something about it, H&M, because we are coming for you. You guys cannot be targeting our children just because of their color. This is fucking ridiculous. H&M, you better do something. I mean, because you know how, I know this video, I'm just making it now, but let it hit. You know how we do. We don't play with our babies. Okay, we don't. Once it's, if you go somewhere with a hoodie, then you a criminal. If you have a hoodie on and you walk in the store, then you coming to steal. Listen, some of us have been working hard to return to respect. Don't touch anybody crap. Go do what you gotta do and come home. But you people out there, always making sure that you got something to say about us. Now it's on our children. Y'all kicking our kids out of stores that we shop and y'all. All right, H&M, get it together, because this ain't over. If I have to do this stitch every day, I will, because I got kids the same age as those two beautiful babies that you guys are harassing in the store because you and Scott decided that they can shop there. All right, okay, H&M.
I just seen 2 black girls get profiled in H&M and asked to leave, and I was kind of disappointed in them, because why the fuck are y'all arguing and asking questions about a person telling you they don't want you in their store? I wouldn't give a fuck what you thought I was doing. The moment you said, "Could you leave?" Surely will. You don't have to beg me. I would hold my wallet closer to my heart on my way out this motherfucking door. Thank you for letting me know who the fuck you is. Let's do less talking and more walking. When these people act a certain way, go on TikTok and tell your experience. But don't beg them motherfuckers to give them money. That is dumb as hell. I hate to see it. If a person is discriminatory towards you, don't beg. Get the fuck on. I wouldn't give a fuck if I look weak. I wouldn't give a fuck if I look scared. No, bitch, I'm smart. You ain't gotta tell me but half a time. You can open up your breath and I can feel the energy from the wind and feel like it's gonna be wrong, and I'll get the fuck on. I promise you. And then people in the comments say, that's completely discriminatory. Bitch, y'all just voted for Trump and y'all talking about some goddamn discrimination? Shut the fuck up. Let's not, I don't want to see too much more of that. I promise you I don't. These folks show you they don't want you with your shit. Get the fuck out. If they don't want you there, get the fuck out. Leave. Damn, have some dignity.
And to that ex-employee at H&M who discriminated against them 2 little black girls, listen, I got 4 letters for you. F-A-F-O, and that's exactly what you did. And listen, I'm glad those girls got an attorney, because had that would have happened to me, listen, they would have had to change H&M to M&M, and it would have stand for me and mine, because everything in that store would have belonged to me. And then had the nerve to tell them that she don't want them to get violent. Listen, you don't want to get it violent? See, that's giving me every reason to knock every single thing in this store over. Listen, I'm glad they handled it with much grace and much class, as they should, okay? Because I hope they get their coins. But listen, what's confusing to me is H&M released a statement and said that it happened in last year of 2024. Listen, I don't care when it happened, okay? It popped up on my FYP today, okay? And I'm glad that it popped up on my FYP, because we really need to start putting these stores at the forefront, okay? When they be showing who they really are. And all y'all employees. And H&M, do we need to put y'all on the same list as Target? Because, you know, ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? Ain't nothing to it.
What in the... So, I know y'all seen this racist H&M manager refuse service to 2 black girls. And then she had the damn nerve. They said, why? What is the reason? She had the damn nerve to say, I don't have to give you a reason. See, this that DEI bullshit. Trump, you know what? You are a real... Okay, I can't really say on him where he is. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. You sitting up here, that's, first of all, oh goodness. It's shit like this that I see on TikTok and social media that pisses me the fuck off, for the simple fact that this orange lemon that we have for a president who don't have any type of brain in his head is allowing people to do shit like this. Bringing racism back. She had no damn reason, none, to refuse service to them. So she going off the DEI initiative, diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's far as like hiring people. That's something completely different. But she's taking it as though it's okay. No, they talking about boycott the store. No, boycott H&M, because they should never allow no shit like this to go down. That's why Target is going downhill. Okay? Because people feel uncomfortable in their racism while Donald Trump supports the crap. So I'm done with H&M.